Yes. Hello, Kiran. A very warm welcome to the channel. How are you today?
Thank you so much. Very good evening, ma'am, and I am doing great. Thank you so much for asking.
That's amazing. And how was your day? Was it a long day for you?
Yes, ma'am. It's holiday today, so it's going great. And
Hmm.
from evening, I would say it's amazing.
That's
I
great.
was eagerly waiting for you.
That's amazing. I was also looking forward to this conversation. And I would love to know holidays are also as busy as your working days for you?
Yes, ma'am. More busy.
Okay. Okay. Because of family responsibilities, right?
Right, ma'am. Right.
I can completely understand. And have you had your dinner?
Yes, ma'am. Actually,
Okay.
today was my fast, so I had my, I would say, lunch at 5 o'clock.
All right. All right. That's great. So, yes, before we start today's session, I would request you to start with your introduction so that my audience would get to know something about you. So, yes, please go ahead.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And first of all, I would like to thank you so much to just connecting me and asking for this beautiful conversation. So, let me introduce myself. I am Kiran, and I come from the land of God, Uttarakhand. And if I talk about my education, I have completed my PG in physics. And apart from this, professionally, I am a mathematics teacher. And if I talk about my hobbies, I love playing badminton and singing, dancing, and also I am fond of adventure.
Great.
And I have been working in this department for 14 years. So that's pretty much about me. Thank you, ma'am.
That's quite an extensive experience, I must say. So, are you still enjoying the journey?
Very much, ma'am. Day
Mm-hmm.
by day, I am enjoying very much.
Mm-hmm. That's great. So, in today's session, we'll explore your teaching, your journey a little more because I'm really interested in it. I'm really curious to know because it's been 14 years for you. So, there must be a lot to talk about, right?
Right, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, before
And
we, Mhm.
yes, ma'am, I want to know about you.
About me, my
So will you
introduction.
introduce? Yes, ma'am. Yes,
All
ma'am.
right. So you already know me. I'm Sunita Rawat. I'm also from Uttarakhand. I'm mother to two boys, a content creator, and a spoken English tutor. I teach online and I help beginners, intermediates to improve their spoken English through my YouTube channel and through my classes. So that's pretty much about me. Do you have any questions that you would love to ask?
Thank you so much, ma'am. Just I am feeling, whenever I listen to you, I always feel just like I am listening a music. And your voice is just a music for me
Thank you so much.
by
That
heart.
means a lot.
Yes, ma'am.
Great.
Today I am over the moon.
Same here. I'm also very delighted to meet you. I've been meaning to have this conversation for so long, but today I got some free time. So that's the reason I
Yes,
scheduled it today. So, yes, great
yes,
meeting you. And as you are a part of our WhatsApp community as well, so would you like to share
yes,
something
ma'am.
about that, how it has helped you improve your English?
Sure, ma'am. As once I came across to your video, and that day I decided, okay, this is the platform where I should be for so long. But today the day, and I called you, and that day is the day I would say that that is the red day of my life. And
Mhm.
from I in this WhatsApp community, I have been for 2 months. So this is a very fantastic journey, I would say, and every co-learner is wonderful the way they are motivating us, each and everyone is motivating each other. So thank you to you and Neha ma'am for a such wonderful platform
Mhm.
provided to all of us.
That's great. So wonderful. I'm so glad to learn that you're already enjoying the process. Keep practicing and yes, be in the journey. Right? So,
Yes, ma'am.
for today's session, as I already told you, we'll explore your journey a little more. So, to make it thoughtful, I'll give you a few situations and I would love to hear how would you respond in those situations. Okay?
Okay,
So,
ma'am.
it is
Okay.
going to be fun and interesting one, right?
Okay.
Okay. So,
Yes,
the
ma'am.
first
Yes, ma'am.
situation, as you're a teacher, it must be a very common scenario for you. You enter your classroom and all the students are completely silent, not because of the discipline, but because of the disinterest. So how would you respond? How would you bring back their attention?
Generally, it happens with me because I teach mathematics. So whenever I enter in the classroom, so generally they keep quiet because they know as a mathematics teacher, I am very strict in
Okay.
classroom.
But you
Yes,
don't look strict. I can't imagine you in that way.
yes, ma'am. And
Hmm.
for just keeping them in the tone of that learning, first of all, I make some make fun and some activities also. Just
Hmm.
okay, close your mouth, stand up, sit down. I make them a little bit funny exercise, and sometimes I recite a story also,
Hmm. Great.
motivational story. I do this.
That's amazing. So, being a maths teacher, still you're going beyond your boundaries. You're doing storytelling as well, which is not a part of this subject, but still you're doing that to bring back their attention, to engage them, right? To make them feel
Yes, ma'am.
interested in the class, right? And these
uh,
warm up activities,
yes, ma'am.
icebreakers activities are always very beneficial for starting or for setting the tone for rest of the class so that they get
Right,
engaged in the activity, they feel happy, they feel delighted, and then start with the discussion or start with the subject. It always works.
right, ma'am. And
Okay,
as a math
great.
teacher, I have to do this. Otherwise, they will not engage. They will not indulge during the learning process.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to make them into the interest of the into the learning interest, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
And as a math teacher, I think I am satisfying them
Mm-hmm.
till now.
Yes, you can see from their faces, you can judge if the kids are really enjoying or not. So, if you are
Right,
feeling
ma'am.
fulfilled, then it's really amazing. That's the job of a teacher. That students should also feel interested in the class. Students should feel the emotions or feel connected with the teacher as well at the same time, right? Then
Yes,
it's the
ma'am.
real
Yes.
student teacher bond, isn't it? Right? Okay,
And
good.
I also just treat them as my kids. And as I forgot, just I am a mother of two kids, so
Hmm.
every time I am empathetic to my students. I believe she is my daughter and he is my
Hmm.
son.
Wow, that's beautiful, I must say. Okay, I'll give you
Thank you
next
so much, ma'am.
situation. So your students are
Sure, ma'am.
using AI to
Hmm.
complete their assignments. So how would you react? Would you restrict it or allow it or adapt your teaching?
First of all, as we know, we are living in the era of social media. So, if I suppose to give them any assignment, so if they are doing, first of all, uh, even they are doing through AI, but first of all, I'll ask some questions regarding that project, and if they are satisfying me, so I
Hmm.
will not scold them for why you use that AI. It's
Hmm.
the need of time.
Right. It is already a part of our lives, even students' lives. So we cannot really separate it from their curriculum, from their daily lives. But at the same time, we need to make them responsible using AI. So we need to guide them,
Right, ma'am.
educate them about it. And yes, cross questioning is also a good idea so that you know whether they have done their assignment themselves or taken complete help of AI. But yes, AI can
And
be
after
used as
that,
a
they
tool.
realize. Yes, ma'am. And after that, they realize, okay, what what did the mistake they have done by them?
Exactly, exactly. They should know the repercussions of using AI or completely relying on AI, right? And
Right, ma'am.
parents also need to come into the picture here. So during workshops, during parents teacher meeting, I feel teachers need to tell parents as well at the same time that whatever assignments we give to the students, they need to keep an eye on their kids, whether they are taking help of any technology or so. Because critical thinking is really rare these days, and that is the reason children are lagging behind from others, those who are
Right,
actually into it. So parents'
right,
responsibility is
ma'am.
also there. So kind of collaborative responsibilities of both parents and teachers, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am. Totally agree. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. But have you encountered the situation in real yet?
Uh, yes, ma'am. Because
Mm-hmm.
as I am a government teacher, so I have different varieties of students. Because if
Mm-hmm.
I give project to them, means you know that maths is a tough subject for them, and if I give suppose these days it's
Mm-hmm.
our annual exam are going, so The homework, the project work for them is okay, just make a project, and if they are not making that, so then time they are taking the help. Whenever I ask the questions, okay beta, from where you have taken the help, so they honestly say, ma'am, from YouTube, from
Hmm.
AI.
Right, right. We can
So
take
they
the help,
admit.
but at the same time, it's
Yes,
really
ma'am.
very important to know the concept as well. Because during your exams,
Right.
AI will not come to help you. You have to help yourself, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes,
great.
ma'am.
So, as a teacher, do you also take help of AI for your assignments
Yes.
or papers?
Yes, ma'am. As we know that we should be keep updating. So sometimes if I stuck in some new concept, some new problems,
Mm-hmm.
competency-based questions, so that time I take the help, because as before this platform, before this school, I was in Hindi medium school, and now I am in CBSE platform. So whenever I stuck somewhere, I take, and then I respond to my students
That's
for project
amazing.
work. Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
yes, it's important as AI is already the future technology, so we need to learn it. We need to learn how to use it to our best benefit, but it should be just help. It should be taken as just a tool. So that is
Right,
something we need to
ma'am.
take into consideration. Right. Okay. Another
Yes, ma'am.
situation. You caught your favorite student cheating. So how would you feel? Do you have some favorites?
Not favorite.
Mm-hmm.
In my classroom, I always treat each and everyone, even the students who is sitting in the last bench of class. He or she is equally treated as the first student,
Wow.
because
Wonderful
I love
answer.
in equality. Yes, ma'am, and I
Mm-hmm.
always into equality during the classroom teaching, and
Mm-hmm.
I never bias towards the male female students, because as a as a female teacher, sometimes my voice complaining, maybe complaint, but they are not complaining. I treat
Mm-hmm.
both are equal to me, and I feel equal to both of them. But sometimes, as you asked to me, sometimes
Mhm.
yes, ma'am, because as a student, because this is their nature,
Mhm.
sometimes it's naughtiness in our students, I know. So they
Mhm.
cheat. I feel hurt, but after
Mhm.
that, I feel okay. They are child. I should forget them, and then
Mhm.
I call them personally and I ask the cross questions. Why did you do like that? And then
Mhm.
they admit, and
Right.
I forget them.
Right, right, right. And I'm so impressed by your answers. I was not actually expecting is I was expecting some of your favorites that you would name some people there. But yes, you're completely unbiased towards your students. So that's amazing. This is the
Yes, ma'am.
trait of an ideal teacher, I would say. So great job on that.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for
Uh-huh.
shouting me. Thank you so much. And as a math teacher, I love in equations. So, equation is, we know that left hand side equals to right hand side. So, I should be
Mhm.
equally.
Wow. Another interesting answer. Great job. Okay, so one last question. How would you like your students to remember you after 10 years?
Uh, a nice question, ma'am. This question is yeah, touch to my heart, and I always, I have been in this department for 14 years, and I have changed four school. Before this LT mathematics, I was in
Mhm.
basic, and I had done 4 years job in basic one.
Okay.
So that time, the students were crying for me, and those days I used to say, "Beta, don't cry, you just if you want to gift me sometimes, so after whenever you will be on your feet, you
Hmm.
come to me, you meet to me, you call me, I will feel
Hmm.
very blessed." And that is
Wow.
my actual earning, if you will call me like that, and if you will meet me like that.
Right. I can completely feel that, I must say, because we meet many students during our career. But yes, if our students remember us as someone who has added some value to their life or who has helped them grow their confidence in their lives, not just as a subject teacher, so that would be a great success for teachers. That's what teachers aim for, that their students should know them as someone who has added some value to their lives, not as a just a
Yes,
subject
ma'am.
teacher. Right. So that kind
Right,
of
ma'am.
legacy you want to leave behind. That's amazing.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Wonderful knowing
Yes,
about your
ma'am.
journey, knowing about your thoughts. I must say, all these are so meaningful, and other people out there should take inspiration from you. This is the ideal teacher, I must say.
Ma'am, I am trying, I can't say that
Mhm.
I am idle, but I am trying towards the ideality, I would say.
That's great. That's another example you have shown just now, that you are still an ideal teacher. That you said that you're trying, you're learning, you don't consider yourself as the perfect one, but you're still trying. So that's great.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so these
Yes,
were
ma'am.
my questions for you, and you really answered all of them so honestly, so with so much of genuineness, I must say, and very impressively. So, do you have any questions for me? I would love to answer.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. Actually, you made me very comfortable, and as you are my ideal, and I would say this. Yes, ma'am,
Uh-huh.
definitely. And from my core of my heart, I pay grateful to God that I am in this community. So thank
Mm-hmm.
you, God, for this. And yes, you said that one question, ma'am, I would ask to you. Uh, because I know and I follow your each and every video, short video, your podcast, and how do you manage all the things, your household chores, your
Mm-hmm.
I know that this social media, this work is very tough. So how do you manage? And even this, you always cool and calm. What is
Mm-hmm.
the secret behind it?
Okay, so if I talk about my calm and poised nature, so it is gifted by me, by my parents. I have inherited it from them. But yes, if I talk about managing things, it's really very difficult, such a daunting task. At the same time, if you have some urge, some kind of desire to do something for yourself or to earn on your own, you would go to any extent, right? So same is the case
Thank
with
you.
me, because I want to stand on my own feet. I want to keep earning. Earlier, I used to work as an HR, so that time I was earning, and then I left my job. I was completely at home doing household chores and everything. But then I started earning again, so I felt really good about that. But now I cannot think myself as someone who is sitting at home and doing nothing. So that thought really scares me. So I don't want to fall into that situation again. So that is the reason I keep pushing myself to stay consistent, to stay a little disciplined, although it's very difficult. But yes, that's one of the reason, that fear is there, that what if I again sit at home doing nothing, feeling frustrated, doom scrolling all day long, feeling gloomy about it. So I don't want to fall into such vicious cycle. So yes, that is the motivation there. And yes, many people are also associated with us these days. So they are
Yes,
also
ma'am.
somehow relying on us. We are also a ray of hope for them. So I don't want to let them down at the same time. So yes, it's very important to always bounce back harder, even if you feel demotivated or even if you feel like quitting. You have to stand again for them. So yes, that's the
Yes,
thing.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Hmm.
yes, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. I am trying
Right.
actually. I have a lot of on my plate, and still
Hmm.
I always manage. How at any cost I want to manage, and I want to make my life very valuable because I
Hmm.
don't want to waste any moment of my life. And
Hmm.
as today at morning I was thinking, okay, as one day I told you that I my life is very suspensive and suspense
Hmm.
happens everyone today is also, as this is the first Navratra, and Mata Rani blessed me by
Hmm.
this conversation.
That's great. That's great. And happy Navratra to you.
Thank you.
And
Same to you.
may God shower all the blessings on you and you get everything you deserve in your life. So that's some wishes from my side for you. Right?
Same to you,
And
ma'am, and
yes,
same to you with
thank you
your
so
whole
much.
family.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
It
Thank you.
was
You
wonderful
made my
talking to you.
day. Thank you
Same
so much,
here.
ma'am.
Same here.
Thank
It was a
you.
lovely conversation. And yes,
Thank you
take
so much,
care.
ma'am.
Take care. We'll see you soon. Bye.
Okay, ma'am. Bye bye. Bye bye, ma'am. Good night.
Good night.